So I think now, but it's interesting. Like when you say how it potentially replace. Well, I think that's the panic that it may potentially replace the producer because people can just go create their own sound now. But I don't know, man. I feel 50-50 on it. I think it gives non-talented people an advantage to just get.
This is where the caveat lies. Like right now, AI, we're in the mode of where AI is trying to gather up all information. A lot of people are not really understanding the trick bag that they're doing out here with
Yes.
all these little oh there's a thing on IG right now where people will post like all my dreadheads post this, or all my music heads post this, and people are posting a lot of pictures, or post your baby pictures, or post it. It's only one app, one. But the thing is, people understand all that's information that's being
Yeah.
logged. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? And at the end of the day, you're just feeding AI, feeding AI, feeding AI, feeding AI, feeding AI. And eventually, let's just say over the course, I can't even say over the course of 10 years, within the next 5 years, you're going to see big innovations in AI where AI is going to be its own thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right now, for us creatives, since AI hasn't been unleashed completely, this is the time where we should take AI, use it as a tool to pump content into the atmosphere. And of course, not all content's gonna be good. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, you as a creative, or if you have the talent to write, it makes our job easier. Instead of me sitting and have to think about 12 lines, I'm like, you know what? Write this song for me. Boom, boom, boom. It writes it out. I don't like this line, take it out, change this. I
Yeah.
don't like this, change this.
Yeah.
And then you see this whole part move, take this. So now you're putting building blocks using your talent and assist from the AI to pump out music. And that's basically where the space, I think right now it's an advantage. In the future, we'll have to see what happens. I don't think AI will be to the point where it's replacing human emotion and nature, because
Oh, nah.
that's
Nah.
the thing
Nah.
about music. People don't understand. Music is tied to the experience and the lifeblood of whoever is
Facts.
in it. So if I can't feel you with your music, you sing a bunch of words, it doesn't mean nothing to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At
Yeah.
this point, I still need to feel your pain. I still need to feel your passion, and no AI will be able to ever. Well, let me shut up. As of right now,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
AI can't duplicate that.
Facts, facts. And that's the thing too. Like AI is gonna work for the internet, for the metaverse, when they start to create these virtual world you want to function and operate in. TikTok dances is not necessarily gonna need the latest hit song. Record labels for them, once they get their hand on AI and they can start to not to create a budget and pay artists any advance,
Right.
and they can just use the machine to create. It's gonna be record labels that exist strictly to create songs out of AI. For example, right now, the fact that Instagram or Facebook gotta pay licensing fees to the record labels to use these songs, they can get to a point where they're like, we don't need to use y'all stuff. 10 years down from now, we done create enough songs for viral dance, trend, this and that, where all the users in our verse, metaverse, universe, whatever verse, can just use these hit songs that we created to go viral. And they can cheat code, they can choose their own songs to go viral. It's kind of like when you go to Walmart, right? You got all the major brands, but they put Equate, and they make Equate sell more than the right, right?
Well, that's gonna
Great
be
value brand, right?
convert streaming farms.
Right, exactly. So they can make their own product compete against the record label stuff to the point where they start to make record labels obsolete as far as the traditional record labels, right? And obsolete on their platform, to say, not in existence. So
Yeah.
now I think we'll see it in that sense. But go back to the creative aspect of it. That's what the AI is going to work mainly for. But when it comes to people who simply want to enjoy music, remember, music always did something. It connect people to real life experiences.
Right.
It don't matter how much we get engaged with technology on phones and apps and social media. At the end of the day, we still the young kids that be stuck in their phone, they probably will get so stuck in AI based music, but they still human beings. So when they become adults, their experience is still gonna be according to their emotion and their actual human feelings, right? So let's say if AI music dominates, at some point, if one person, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 artists start to do real life, relatable bass music, it'll always outdo the AI because the human will always gravitate towards something that they emotion. Now, AI can never we'll always learn whatever is new, but it can never replace. You know what I'm saying? We got that clear. But it's almost like, for example, one thing that I always see, right? I always see people that's not from urban cultures, right? That's not from the hood. Does not have the real experience. Any new lingo, right? You ever see like any new terms, any new slangs out there? You see people who's not from where we from, using it to sound cool.
Yep.
They're like an AI-based person. Yeah. But you notice that it don't feel the same coming out their mouth?
No.
You ever see a young white girl talk about, that's cap. That's cap. Y'all hoes catch me outside. You're like, that's cringy to hear them talk like that.
Right.
And they from there, right? So, and you can't, personally, and the average cat that I know that's really from there, they don't relate to them when they talk like that.
No.
They don't.
No, because you can feel it.
You can feel it. So you don't relate to them. You watch them talk, you let them do it, but you don't relate to them. And, you know, it's a free country. You can do what you want, but I'm just being objective about how it occurs, right? You don't relate because you're like, you're just emulating something. You copy it. You know what I'm saying? That's not you. It's not in you. You know what I'm saying? It's something you're just putting on. But when you hear somebody that's from where you're from, and you know where that comes from and they use it, you not only hear and connect to what they say, but you automatically connect to so much more. You connect it to a certain experience.
Right.
See, one of us can use a slang that is common and popular, but we don't connect to the word alone. We connect it to experience that we have that can even go way back.
Right.
And that's going to be the difference with songs created by humans and AI-based music.
Yeah.
When it comes to creative music. So that's what AI is never going to outdo, no matter how much it keeps learning human behavior, because AI is never having experience. It's only emulating.
Right.
AI don't experience, it emulates only.
That's a fact.
So that's the advantage that we will have. Think about it, man. If I meet a girl and I want to write a love song for her like they used to do back in the days, AI can make it sound like the songs are... Come on.
Right? You just gave me an idea. You gotta give me an idea.
Feel me? So now, bro, shorty got a certain figure. She got a certain hue, right? You can make a song.
Right about this figure. Boop, song done.
Song done. But you know what? However, AI is gonna do it. It's gonna sound cool. But there is something. There's how they say, there's something about you. A chick might say that to you, or you might say that to a chick. Man, there's just something about you. And you can never describe that something immediately, but you only know that something about that person because you around them and you see it.
Right. They feel it.
That's what AI can't write about. You can speak to that in a song, only she gonna know about it. Or in the same sense, female's gonna know certain things that only a guy who's interested in a certain kind of female can understand.
And I think that's one of the turning points. What it's gonna do is gonna truncate the game. And that's basically where it's gonna change, because at the end of the day, the human element will always be a part of it. I think the thing is it's going to tame the number of human elements that basically, instead of having like 1,000 producers, you're going to have like 20 producers that use AI to create all these records. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And at the end of the day, like, it's going to be those 20 producers that got on the wave early, they're going to make a lot of money.
They will. And you know what? Just to connect back to the creative process, right? Mm-hmm. Like I mentioned earlier, the talentless people is going to use AI to make money and to also create what they want, right? Meaning, okay, if a dude wanted to buy a beat from me exclusively, I'm still expensive. I'm going to charge you an expensive price. I'm not going to give you an exclusive beat for $100 and I don't know you. That's not happening, right? However, he could be like, I don't need this dude. AI do this for me. So that's where that's going to come in, right? Right. However, it's only so much of that's going to go around, because here's the thing. Who creates the trend? It's always the cool person or the person that's hot. So it's always going to take a person that create a certain style, create a trend. And you can't get an AI to create a trend. They will, because labels can program situation, but remember, it's always people that really create, because it takes the human connection, right? So at the end of the day, you know who's gonna be able to make better music with AI? The talented people, not the talentless dude, because he just.
Right now, even right now, I was trying to rack my brain so I'm just like, yo, just throw a couple prompts at AI and change it up. That helps you.
You know what I'm saying?
That helps you. Even if you don't use it like all together, you can just use it line for line and just as a help to what rhymes with such and such, and boom, it'll give you that. All right, that works.
That's it.
It's a tool. As a matter of fact, that's kind of an eye opener for me. So
It's a tool. It's gonna be a tool.
I'm gonna create my EP.
Bro, look, you're a musician. You play in bands, right? Yeah, you already know what it is. You know what I'm saying? We don't talk about the concept of producing before.
Yep.
At the end of the day, the producer, he doesn't have to be a musician, right? Let's say a Quincy Jones. The musicians are the tool. And then he brings it all together. So the talented producer can use the AI in the same concept.
Yeah.